If you're like a lot of people, you might not think about what qualifies as religion, same way you might not think about what qualifies as a berry, until a botanist comes along and tells you a tomato is a berry and a strawberry is not. But for scholars in the field of religious studies, religion seems like a really important thing to define. It turns out to be really difficult, however. One of the problems is that everyone seems to have a list of things that belong in the religion bucket: Islam, Christianity, Shintoism, Buddhism, Judaism, and so on. But what do these actually have in common? Not all of them believe in a god or gods, or in life after death, for example. Some are pretty much limited to one culture, whereas others are global. Some emphasize interstates, and others put more emphasis on beliefs, and still others stress communal or ritual responsibilities. So a definition focusing on just one of those aspects is going to end up excluding some things that most people put in the religion bucket, like Judaism or Scientology. Also, if your definition focuses on just beliefs, you're going to end up lumping in some ideological systems like TESCREAL. Or if you go for ritual, then you might put in some football fan clubs. And if you define it in terms of community, then some motorcycle gangs are going to be pretty strong candidates. That's why religious studies scholars tend to shy away from hard and fast rules about which beliefs or which outward forms constitute religion. Because if they did that, then they would be studying what they technically define as religion while ignoring what everyone else calls religion. It'd be like a botanist working in a smoothie shop. Someone comes up and says, "I'd like a large berry smoothie," and the botanist asks, "What kind? Tomato or cucumber?" So what's the alternative? You can do like the sociologist Emile Durkheim did and focus on how certain aspects of religion work together as a system. Or you can do like Benson Saylor and Michael Strausberg and look at religions as having a kind of family resemblance characteristics that they share, even if not every religion ticks every box. And finally, you can take into account purpose of the definition. For example, you might need a stricter definition when you're defining a research project and determining what's in scope and what's not. The next time you meet someone who defines religion in a way that's kind of squishy around the edges, like a berry, just be glad they're not selling you a tomato or cucumber smoothie.